Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Paul, Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Achachash, the Ones, the apostles of who taught us to believe on the true names of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, deliverer. All right? It's about to be delivered this captivity that we're in. But the spirit hopped on me to start talking to these mites. But I heard what she like one or so, and me, you know, because our people was hurting, they mourning. We fucked up out here, but they don't know. They they don't understand the I said they don't understand who their power is, man. They don't know about Yahweh about Shimon Shah, you know. So you gotta teach them, man. If they're in your presence and you hear that and they're talking and they saying some shit that makes sense, you gotta teach them, man. You gotta say something. Shalom, Yahweh Shimon Shah, Bashim Kakodas, Barakadah, you know. But like you gotta teach them, man. And I recommend, you know, for you brothers that haven't saw the documentary yet, watch the documentary, The 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment, you know, and that lets you know, yo, how slick Esau is, man. I'm a Gadite, and that's the way they did us, man. You know? That's the way they did us. They made us sign treaties. And yo, matter of fact, I was sitting there watching earlier. It was a Gadite dude. He was crying his eyes out because yo, he had to sign over his land because we was here first with the Issacharites. You know what I'm saying? And the Simeon Indians. All right, with Reuben too. All right. So basically, like he had to sign over his territory to what? Esau. And he's crying though. And this is how you know the nigga was a sellout, man. He had the slicked hair, the fuck suit on. He ain't have on his traditional garments, man. He ain't had it on. So like, yo, man, Esau is a son of a bitch, man. And that shit vexes my spirit every time I see shit that they do. But I also understand, you know, that Yahweh Shemiyah Shah sets everything up. And then we went off first. You know, he gave us everything. He gave us everything. But we went off. And then to look at the condition of your people, like if you was a king and all that back then, and now you seeing your people down, and you like, yo, where did I go wrong? Yahweh, also known as Sarat, which is one of my favorite. 12 in, they threw that clause in there to be only, you're a free man. Don't commit these crimes. And by that time, as long as we was in slavery, man, as long as we was in slavery, you think them Edomites ain't know what the fuck we was, man. And no, you devils gotta pay, man. And you devils are gonna pay, man. Matter of fact, let me read it to you. Just a little bit ending. I looked up the 13th Amendment, which, yo, we got a zeal. Well, 2/3 have a zeal, but not according to knowledge, man. Okay? They got a zeal, but not according to knowledge. So what they do, they hear something and know that they're being wronged, but they're going to pray to a false idol, man, a false god. you know? And that's what our people did, man. And they still do. But you go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68, when it tells you no man shall buy you. And yo, that whole 13th Amendment goes into the Black Panthers, you know, and letting you see when they say no man shall buy you, that means no man shall save you, you know. So that whole 13th Amendment, which is a couple years old, you know, but Yahweh Shemi outside works how he will. So I'm just saying it. Maybe I wasn't ready for it back then, you know. But when you look at it, you pick from the bones, you know. But the way they set shit up, Esau is a fucking piece of shit. And that's the same way they sign laws in the play with the Gadites, which that's what I am, a Gadite. All right. But this is it says the 13th Amendment. All right, the 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution abolished slavery and involuntary servitude except as punishment for crime in Congress. It was passed by the Senate on April 8th, 1864, and by the House on January 31st, 1865. So that's still around the time that slavery, you know, was existing. But they said they got rid of it. It says the amendment was ratified by the required number of states on January 6, 1865. So that's Esau being a motherfucking devil, man. So they like, yo, yo, you don't gotta do this hardcore slavery unless you commit a crime. But we know how y'all are, so whatever y'all do, we gonna make crimes. Like whatever you do, we gonna be like, yo, he committed this crime. You know? It's a bunch of bullshit, man. But anyway, getting back to the scriptures, this is Sirach chapter 12 and 10 again. It says, never trust thy enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So our people, they tend to trust Esau. They be like, oh, you wrote this down. It's written, what they say, black and white. That means it's on paper. That means it stands. But they still don't give a fuck about that, man. All right? Verse 11 says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know. Though he, I'm gonna read it again. This is Sirach, because you know, see, and always in the mix, man. I only want to read 3 verses, then I'm out. But through these 3 verses, you always gotta show his head. Sirach chapter 12, start at verse 11. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away, man. So y'all bring the scripture out a lot, but it's like if you like a looking glass, you wipe the. It's like we're gonna abolish slavery, so y'all not slaves no more. But it's crime, you know, because we know you niggas gonna go against what we say, because y'all hate what we did to y'all. But if you commit this crime, you know, slavery right back. You going to jail, nigga. You going back on the plantation, free labor and all that shit. That's what Esau does, man. They slick ass bastards, man. That's the same way they came here to the Americas and took over the so-called Native Americans, which my tribe is Gad. And that's what the book of Genesis chapter 49, when it says the troops shall overcome them, but at last we will overcome them, roughly paraphrasing, that's what we're going to do to Esau, man. They overcame us, and yo, Donald Trump, and they on their last leg, man. You know? They on their last leg. That's why they trying to put, and yo, Bill Clinton, another one. You know, which you niggas love Bill Clinton so much. That's your man. That's your guy. You love Bill Clinton. Oh, he played the saxophone. He smoked weed. He got some top in the fucking White House. It's a bunch of bullshit. And then he was, and matter of fact, when you watch that video, he was at a so-called a black, you know? He said it was 13-year-olds that the drug dealers put on crack. Who the fuck did drugs in this country, man? You know? And thou the last, remember my words, and be pricked therewith, man. So yo, Esau's they want to do is just take our spot. They hate us, man. They got a perpetual hatred for us, man. You know? These bastards really hate us, man. I just wanted to, that was a quick hit right there, basically. I didn't even want it to be this long. But with that, I'm going to say, I hope that this lesson was edifying. I hope it made sense, man. Stay aware of Akim, while Akwathium, and children that believe. Because we almost out of here. Like, this is the year of Karagma, which is also like everything's going to be revealed, man. Through that Karagma, you're going to see who's who, man. You're going to see who is who, man. And with that, I'm going to say all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem Shah, by Hashem Machach Das, double honors to the apostles and elders, that great millstone that taught us the truth. Honors and citations are also Seakim, throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. All right? And death to America, man. We almost home. Shalom.